Good morning, this is Reverend Tillman. I don't own the copyrights to this song. Have a blessed and awesome
Yo, yo, yo. Roll out of bed in the first thing that I need ain't coffee. Every morning without mercy would have been the end of me. Me, a man who made enough mistakes to feel alive. Every page of every chapter of my life needs His mercy. Mercy, not because I earned it. Mercy, not because I'm worthy. Every morning that I breathe is proof He sees beyond my dirty past, my dirty present. Every future failure coming, every new day without mercy would have left me lost and running from the weight of everything I did the day before. Every morning mercy meets me standing right outside my door. I didn't deserve to have unlocked and open daily. Every sunrise is a mercy that He gives to me so freely. Nothing that I brought into this covenant was worthy. Every lapse of judgment, every failure, every dirty thought and deed and word, He covered it with morning mercy every day. That's my only warning. Mercy every day, that's what I need to survive. Every morning without it, I would not be alive and breathing, standing, talking. All of it is Him. Mercy every day, right up to the brim. Can't do life without it, can't face war without it, can't wake up and breathe without His mercy. Let me shout it. From the roof, mercy covers everything. Mercy every day, that's what makes me sing. Lamentations said it clear, His mercies never cease. Every morning, new compassions, giving broken people peace. Peace that passes understanding, peace that covers failure. Every mercy of the morning is a master divine Taylor. Feeding grace around the places that are broken. Every morning that I wake up is a mercy newly spoken over someone who deserves the consequences fully. Every mercy in the morning hits me deeply and unruly. Unruly is the grace that doesn't measure what I've done. Every morning mercy rises like the same relentless sun that shines on everyone, regardless of the season. Every morning mercy shows up without asking for a reason. Enough is just that He is who He said He is. Every day I need His mercy. Every day I know it's His. His alone the well that never dries up, never empties. Mercy every day, and that's what always tempts me. Do every morning, do every morning. Great is His faithfulness. Great is His faithfulness. Can't survive without it. Can't survive without it. Can't survive without it. Honest truth is I have felt more times than I can number. Every mercy of the morning pull me back from going under. Under is the place I live with God is daily covering. Mercy every day is what keeps broken people recovering. Recovering from yesterday and ready for tomorrow. Every morning mercy neutralizes all the sorrow of the night gives way. So mercy in the morning, mercy every day. That's my life and that's my calling. Calling on His mercy before my feet touch the floor. Mercy every day. That's what I was made for. Mercy every day. That's what I need to survive. Every morning without it, I would not be alive and breathing, standing, talking. All of it is Him. Mercy every day, right up to the brim. Can't do life without it, can't face war without it, can't wake up and breathe without His mercy. Let me shout it. From the rooftop, mercy covers everything. Mercy every day, that's what makes me sing. Still cover after everything you try to disqualify me. Every morning mercy shows up and it always comes to find me. Found me in the wreckage, found me in the failure, found me broken. Mercy every day, the most powerful word ever spoken over someone who had nothing left to offer. Every morning mercy is the hand that makes me stronger. Stronger than the guilt, stronger than the shame I used today. Mercy every day, and mercy's here to stay. Let's stay through every season, stay through every phase. Calling mercy every day, keep my broken life from crawling to the ground with graces, all that holds the pieces. Mercy every day, and every day it never ceases. Not for when the ceases, not for my unworthiness. Mercy every day, and that's the only witness. With witness to a love that single morning. Without warning. Without warning. Silence is an answer. Hey. Sent the prayer up Tuesday and by Friday heard nothing. Every silence that followed felt like heaven wasn't touching anything I lay before the throne at night. Every unanswered morning made me question if I'm right to keep on trusting, right to keep on kneeling. Every empty echo in the room became a ceiling between my voice and everything I thought he promised. Every silent season had me questioning if he was honest with the plan, honest with the timeline, honest with the process. Every quiet stretch of sky above me felt like darkness, not because he left, but because I was growing. Every silence has a purpose that I wasn't even knowing. Came in layers, came in fragments, came in pieces. Every silent season was a place where shallow faith ceases being shallow and gets driven to the bedrock. Silence is an answer, just a different kind of deadlock. Silence is an answer when the words will cost too much. Every quiet from the Father is a different kind of touch. Touch that builds the roots when all the branches want the rain. Silence is an answer and it never comes in vain. Vain is thinking nothing's happening when nothing can be heard. Every silent season God was working on his word. Word that when it comes will carry everything the way produced. Silence is an answer and it's never an excuse. That delay don't mean denial. Every silent stretch of waiting was just adding to my trial. Trial not as punishment, but as a calculated shaping. Every unanswered prayer was just the Father landscaping the soil of a life that needed deeper roots. Every silence plan is something that the noise never produces. Produces patience, produces character, produces trust. Every silent season stripped away will turn to dust. Dust of my impatience. On my need for instant answers. Every quiet from the heaven train me like a dancer. Learning stillness before the stage gets given. Every silence was the classroom where real faith gets driven past the surface, past the feeling, past the wanting. Every unanswered season was the most important because the roots grown in silence hold the longest. Silence is an answer and it made me the strongest. In the echo of the silence, I heard direction. Every empty room, I prayed and built my connection. Connection to a Father who speaks in ways beyond the audible. Every silent night I spent in prayer became incredible. The faith that grows when answers don't arrive fast. When heaven goes quiet, my faith creates its deepest contrast. Contrast between what I feel and what I know to be true. Silence is an answer, and it always comes through. In the morning when the season finally breaks open, every silent night produces the most powerful words ever spoken. Spoken not in volume, but in depth and in direction. Silence is an answer, God's most precise correction. Delay don't mean abandon. Learn that in the valley. Every silent stretch of road was heaven keeping tally. Tally of a faith that kept on moving without seeing. Every unanswered prayer was God intervening in a time with a better plan in motion. Every no and every silence was the deepest devotion. Devotion to a future that my present couldn't handle. Every silent season wasn't shielding me from scandal. Scandal of receiving what I wanted before I was ready. Every silence kept my feet from running, kept my hands steady on a path that only patience could have built me. Every unanswered prayer, looking back, I'm glad it's still me long enough to grow what instinct couldn't give me. Silence is an answer, and that answer still lives in me. Still grateful for the seasons when the sky went quiet on me. Every silent stretch of waiting built a faith that's down inside me. Inside me deeper than the yourself could reach. Silence is an answer, and it's the hardest thing is preach. Not from a pulpit, but from seasons of the waiting. Every unanswered prayer was heaven carefully curated. Curating someone ready for the weight of what was coming. Silence is an answer. I hear it keeps humming through the seasons, humming through the quiet nights. Silence is an answer, and it led me to the light. Stronger than yesterday. Yeah. Look at where you're standing now compared to where you felt. Look at you. Every scar you carry is a story you survived to tell. That pressure wasn't punishment, it was shaping what you need. Diamond doesn't form without the weight that makes it bleed. What broke you open wasn't meant to leave you on the floor. No, it was clearing out the version of you God couldn't use anymore. Till you cried in private, had a purpose in the plan. Refinement doesn't feel like grace until you understand the battle that you're walking through right now is building something deep. Building you. Roots don't grow in comfort, they grow strong beneath the grief. What you lost was not your future, it was only what was old. Let it go. Fire never wastes the gold. You are stronger than you were stronger now. Every battle left a mark worth more. Worth more. Not the same as yesterday. Not the same. I was working in the way. We tried to break you, only built. Only built. Grace was under all the guilt. All the guilt. Amen. Came through, you're still here. Still here. Stronger than yesterday. That's clear, that's clear. Look, every time you wanted to give up, but didn't. That was straight, that was real. Every morning that felt impossible, you still went to live. God doesn't waste a single season, even when it makes no sense. What looks like a setback on the outside is a setup in defense. From spots and suffering produces character that holds hope. Perseverance building in new things that come from never molds. The version of you standing here today could not exist. Couldn't exist without the exact weight of every battle on that list. What your enemy designed to stop you only push you further in. Push you into the purpose in the calling that was yours before you came to begin. Jeremiah 29:11 isn't just a wall quote on a flame. But again, it's a covenant declared over the fire you came through and overcame. Broken season, God was in his now darkest valley. He was with you every setback. Was a setup, still standing. That's the proof. Stronger, stronger, not by chance. Refine through every stand. Built, yeah. Through what tried to break, still here by nothing but his grace. Don't despise the process just because it doesn't feel like gain. Don't despise every layer God is stripping, is preparing you to reign. The athlete doesn't build endurance, resting in the shade. Muscle only grows when it's pushed past what is made. The capacity for glory is expanding through the cost. Nothing God allows until your life is ever truly lost. Look at what you carry now compared to what once brought you down. Look at that. We used to shake your foundation is the ground you walk on now. 2 Corinthians 4 says the precious producing way to glory unseen. Meaning every hard thing has an eternal purpose running deep. You are not behind. You are exactly where the process needs you now. Right on time. What looks like delay from where you stand is God preparing higher ground. Stronger than yesterday. You are stronger. Built through every trial. Built for this one trial to stop you. Only prove you. Grace was there the whole time. Stronger. Breathe by still standing high. Love, not chance. I said yesterday away. Today's weak. Stronger. Through everything. Yeah. Amen. Hallelujah. Stronger than yesterday. Stronger than yesterday. You don't need to see the whole road. You just need to know who's walking with you. Every step is covered. Every obstacle is calculated. Keep moving. He already knows the way. Ha! Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Every obstacle they placed along the road was miscalculated. Every barrier they built against my path was overrated. Overrated by darkness that forgot who guides the walking. Every step I take is someone doing more than just the talking. Talking through the valley, talking through the detour, talking through the mountain. Every guided step I take draws from an unlimited fountain. Fountain of a wisdom that anticipated every barrier. Every obstacle that came against my path just made me carrier. Carry on, testimony built inside the navigation. Every guided step produced a deeper level of foundation. Foundation of the obstacle itself was always building. Every step that looked like wrong direction, he was shielding me from something that the shortcut would have cost me. Every obstacle that blocked my path was heaven's way of crossing. Crossing off the dangers that the easy road was hiding. Every step I take, his hand was always guiding. Every step he guided, every road he knows it. Every obstacle that blocks the path is wisdom shows it. Shows it for the people that was always in the planning. Every guided step lands exactly where he's landing. Landing on the purpose, landing on the promise, landing on the calling. Every obstacle he placed before my feet kept me from falling into something that looked good but wasn't right. Every step he got, he sees further than my sight. Proverbs said it clearly, trusting he will make it straight. Every obstacle I faced was just him managing my fate. Made someone walking in the plan that predates every barrier. Every step I took in trust made the journey carrier of grace, carrier of covering, carrier of direction. Every obstacle was just his hand, of course, correction. Correction, not a punishment, but of divine precision. That every guided step was always wrapped inside his vision. A vision that extends beyond the visible horizon. Every obstacle that blocked my path was just the sun rising. Rising over something he was building in the process. Every step he got removed the weight of my distress. Distress of someone walking without knowing where they're going. Every guided step replaced the fear with something growing in the confidence that he is going before me. Every obstacle became the evidence he's for me. Didn't promise that the road would always open up before me. Every guided step through obstacles just added to my story. Story of a man who walked through what he couldn't understand. Every step he got, I just had to hold his hand. Hand that knows the ending, hand that knows the detour, hand that knows the timing. Every obstacle that blocked my path had heaven's perfect lining of a purpose that the straight road couldn't carry. Everybody step through obstacles made ordinary, extraordinary, extraordinary. It's like that move through every block. Every step he got just dismantles every obstacle and stop it. It's the word they use for someone walking without guidance. Every guided step I take, he fills me with his brightness. Every step he got, every road he knows, every obstacle that blocks the path is wisdom shows. Shows it for the detour that was always in the plan. Every guided step lands exactly where he's landing. Landing on the purpose, landing on the promise, landing on the calling. Every obstacle they placed before my feet kept me from falling into something that looked good but wasn't right. Every step he got, he sees further than my sight. Still walking through the obstacles that lined up in my season. Every guided step to what I couldn't see had every reason that unfolded. Only after I had passed it, every obstacle that tried to stop me, he outlasted every barrier, outlasted every blockage, outlasted every closing, every guided step I took. He was always proposing something better on the other side of every barrier. Every step he got just makes me so much more familiar to the guy who doesn't panic at the obstacle. Every barrier he built against my path was just illogical. Thinking what he started gets derailed. Every guided step through obstacles confirmed he never failed. To show the way failed, to clear the vision, failed to light the path. Every obstacle was just his redirecting aftermath of a love that wouldn't let me settle for the shortcut. Every step he got, and that is always the output. Every step, already covered. Every obstacle, already calculated. Every road, already know he's got it. Keep walking. Yeah. but my soul was somewhere higher. Every midnight in this prison just became another choir. Choir rising from a place they thought would break my worship. Every lock they turned against my freedom lost its purpose. Purpose of a prisoner who found his praise in darkness. Every guard who walked my cell just heard me going hardest. Hardest thing to in prison is a soul that found its sacred. Every chain around my wrist just fed my hunger, not my rancor. Rancor never lived inside the place where praise was dwelling. Every shackle on my body had a story worth the telling. Telling of a freedom that no system could contain. Every physical restriction tried but couldn't really change me. Chain me to a circumstance that God already handled. Chains can't hold what heaven leaves. You cannot kill this candle. Chains can't hold me. Can't hold me. Every prison built around my life, he told me I was free before the door was ever open. Chains can't hold a soul that keeps on open. Midnight praise will shake the very ground beneath the prison. Every chain that falls in midnight falls with holy precision. Can't contain what God ordained to walk in freedom. Chains can't hold me. That's the truth I need. Paul and Silas had the answer when the hour got darkest. Every bleeding back and shackled foot still went the hardest. Hardest worship ever lived. It came from inside. Suffering every comfortable believer never found that kind of offering. Offering a praise that cost you everything you're holding. Every chain around your circumstances worth the golden. Golden worship going in places where the pain is deepest. Every midnight song in prison shook the walls and freed the weakest moment of my life became my strongest testimony. Every chain they caught was silence. Me just made me lonely. Long enough to find that praise was my companion. Every prison cell I sat inside became a grand canyon of worship that just echoed through the darkness. Every demon standing guard just watched me go the hardest on the enemy when circumstances bursting. Chains came over, God already freed inside this person. Midnight is the hour when the praise becomes a weapon. Every sleeping prisoner got woken by the reckoning. Reckoning of a worship that the walls cannot contain. Every door blew open, every shackle broken. Jesus' name above every name, above every chain, above every wall. Chain can't hold a single soul he purchased with his all. All the Roman gods and all the systems and the lies. Chains can't hold. That's the truth that never stops. Chains can't hold me. Oh, can't hold me. Every prison built around my life. He told me I was free before the door was ever open. Chains can't hold the soul that keep on open. In that prison shake the very ground beneath the prison. Every chain that falls at midnight falls with holy precision. Can't say what God ordained to walk in freedom. Chains can't hold me. That's the truth I need. Praising in the places that were meant to make me bitter. Every chain they wrapped around my collar made me glitter. Glitter with glory that the darkness couldn't handle. Chains can't hold the light that burns inside this candle. Candle lit in prison in the middle of the midnight. Every chain fell off the moment that I found the right fight. The praise against the system that imprisoned me. Chains can't hold. And that's my testimony. Testimony rising from a cell they built to break me. Every wall they built around my purpose couldn't shake me. Shake me from a freedom that was purchased at the cross. Chains can't hold me. Every chain.
Bless this day. Have a blessed and glorious day.